So hey, hi everyone. So this is Abhishek, and recently have been not quite active on YouTube, but I got this comment last 2 days back that they wanted me to make some videos. So it gave me motivation to make this video. So what I'll be mostly talking about is how YouTube or Netflix or any other video streaming platform works behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, not about video recommendation or anything. So 10 years back, if you have used YouTube, you might have seen this buffering logo, like it goes like this, and it was showing this percentage sign, and um, nowadays it has vanished. So it is not mostly due to our internet speed, but it is due to internet speed. But like if you travel on the bus or anything, you might have seen the video quality drops to very low. I mean 144p or something. So I will mostly talking about how that works, and it is also called adaptive bitrate streaming. And why I'm making video on this topic, because I've been recently working on a similar project or work product, whatever you say. It is an open source software. So if you have if you want to use that software, you can just directly deploy it and use it like how YouTube or Netflix does. So before starting, I will just put on my jacket because I think it is 6 or 7 degrees here, but I don't feel it in my room. But still, it. I mean, sorry, it is still very cold here. So just a minute, just let me put on something. Just a minute. So hey guys, I'm back, and just let me show you. I think you can see my screen. So just let me show you how YouTube works behind the scenes. Just let me inspect the network tab. So here it is. I have played a little bit of the video of Tanmay Bhatt, and you can see we have a lot of API calls going to this, video playback server or something. I don't know. I mean API. So you can see, like what we are getting just random chunk of data. So this is the encrypted data which Google CDN or the server is sending back to us. So what happens is you upload some video to the server. It goes to the server. It generate multiple. Suppose you have uploaded 1080p with 1080p video, then it will generate 720, 480, 130, or 360, whatever it is. So it will generate multiple resolution of videos or multiple bitrate of videos. Bitrate is just how much data you can fit inside a video. So at 8 MB bit, what I don't know, 8,000 bit data video is per second of the video stores like 8 MB of data. So it can be based on resolution, it can be based on bit rate, anything. So then what it does is, so you have multiple 5 files generated from a single file. Then what you do is, or what YouTube does is, it generates chunks of those files. Suppose your video is 10 minutes long, so it will generate. Okay, so let's simply take one. Your video is 1 minute long, then it will generate chunks of 10 seconds, and from 1 minute you can generate 6 files of 10 seconds. So it is 60 seconds. So you have 6 files. Each file is 10 seconds, and it will store it to server along with a aggregator file which stores the location of all your chunks. And what it will does is, it will give you the link of that aggregator file. So when you pull that file, it will have location of all your files chunks. And I will just show you how it looks. So I have created this file here. It was 9 or 10 second or 11 second, I don't know. So we have this file test123.mpd. So you can say this is the aggregator file which aggregates all the location of all the files. So on suppose this 1500 is kind of you can say it is a bit rate. So 5000 is the highest the best video which you can see, and 400 is the lowest quality video you can see right here. So it was like, I am generating 5-second chunks, so like 10-second video will have two chunks. So like this quality of video has four two chunks. Every file has two chunks here, and what we are doing is, just let me open this mpd file. I have already downloaded it. Okay, so you can see we are just storing. So it is generated by this gpack service, I mean open source software which is already written. So I didn't reinvent the wheel, I just reused it. So you can see we have like path of every file. So suppose your what do you say, suppose your bandwidth is like this, then it should render these files, 800 something file. If your bandwidth is looks like this, so this is your bandwidth in bits, whatever, so, I don't know, like bytes per second or something. So like all the your internet speed is mapped with your video file. So depending upon your video, I mean the data quality. So suppose your video quality is like your I mean bandwidth is like 1 mbps or something, then it will fetch you the highest quality video. So this is how it works. So I will just give you a sample. Just a minute. Just open a sample player. This is yeah, I don't know if it works or what. Yeah, this will load a single video and it will play directly. So you can see the source of this video is this mpd, and we will just inspect it. The sorry, okay, so you can see we are getting the m40 files here. You can see how we are getting it, right? So you can see these same m40 files are stored here. I mean, we are using m4s format, sorry. So what we will do is we will give this file, and I think there is some security with our container, so you can just directly play it some anywhere. So you are getting how we are doing it. So I will just show you the code how it works also. I will just give you a little bit architecture of how we are doing it. Just let me open the GitHub. Okay, so what happens is, just a minute. Okay, so you are a user or I am a user. I upload the video, and it will directly go to the cloud storage. In our case, we are using Azure, as you can see here on the top, and the metadata. I mean, the it will return a video URL or something, and video type, video ID or something. Then we will store we will send it to our server which is running somewhere, and it will put the data inside a queue. Because suppose you have a single processor, and like millions of users are uploading their videos, so you don't want to choke your server like my CPU is choked right now. So it will the data will be sent to a queue, and we will have a worker which will work continuously and check listen to the queue, that if any new event has been created or not. If some event is created, so like this data is stored in the queue, then it will pull the data to this FMVG worker. Then it will spawn like 5 threads, and it will generate the what do you say, it will generate the multiple resolution of the videos. Then it will generate the DAS files, and that I mean DAS files here means these files. These files along with this MPT, not this PNG. This is just a thumbnail which you see on YouTube, and Yeah. So then like when all the files are generated, then it will directly upload to the cloud storage, and it will give you a URL. I mean an URL, and when you play that video, the CDM will pull the file from the cloud storage and will serve you the files directly. And yeah, this is the whole concept. It is quite simple, nothing too shabby. So you can check out the code here, and I think we have got good amount of stars in short amount of time. And like if you want to support us, you can just directly star it here. I will put the URL in the description of this video. And yeah, I don't know what to say more. Yeah, I think we are going to release the first beta version soon. So subscribe to this channel to like, know more. And thanks for watching this video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.